Alright, what's up, folks? Doing a little bit of snow shoveling here. Just gonna talk about some Detroit house music while I'm doing it, just to pass time on this thing. Appreciate you checking this out. So, there used to be this club in Detroit called the Detroit Music Institute. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that or not. I know I put up some snow shoveling tips, but I ain't following them right now because I'm trying to do this with one hand right here. It's either that or use one of those stick jobs that they have. But just gonna kick it about some Detroit house music here. Like I said, there's a bit club out there called the Music Institute. Man, they had some bad DJs that were down there. A lot of them from all over the world. But if you do like house music, that kind of music that they played at the Detroit Music Institute, it's a few artists and DJs that have content posted on YouTube that you could take a look at and go ahead and get your feel of that Detroit house and Detroit techno music. One of the guys that I found, and I think this might be the same guy that used to spin there. I mean, it was a few times where I have went there and when it was in existence. And anyway, one of them was I think D-Win was the first one when I went there. It was D-Win was spinning the first time I went in there. And no, actually it was Mark Kenshin, Mark Kenshin. And I remember walking in, me and my homie, and we was like, what's that? And he was like, it's Music Institute. And he said, how much is it to get in there? He's like, 10 bones. So being a young cat, I mean, 10 bones ain't the same as when you're an adult. You know, 10 bones, sometimes it's hard to come by, but I mean, they play some of the best music I ever heard. They're some of the best mixes ever heard. And one guy in particular that I found on YouTube is Scott Grooves. I don't know if it's the same person as Scott Kenshin, but man, this dude is out of this world. I'm telling you, some of his music, I mean, the first track I listened to, I think it's called On Our Way or On My Way. You can find that here on YouTube. I'll put that in a comments or description section on here, or a Instagram. Sorry folks, I'm pushing the snow out of the way. But yeah, I'll put him on. But Scott Grooves, man, that dude, if you like that kind of techno that he and Derek May creates, check him out. Also, another artist is Derek May, of course. I mean, he has one on there called Derek May Sector. Bad. Dude is bad. Of course, you got Kevin Sanderson. What you guys hear real quick is the guy with the snowblower. I don't know what his deal is, but it seems like every time it snows and he brings the snowblower out, he stops like right at my house and will not blow the snow. He'll actually sometimes, I think he may have even skipped over it and went further down the street. But I don't know what the deal is, but I could do it myself, so I'm not sweating that today. Anyway, back to the topic at hand here. Yeah, so Derek May, Kevin Sanderson, Juan Atkins, Carl Craig. I mean, those guys used to rock it. D-Win is one of my favorites, but it's hard to find any content from him at all. He recorded on Transmat record label, which is, they kick some bangers on Trash, man. Shoot, it's very hard to find a Transmat record that sucks. Also Metroplex as well. Obviously KMS Records as well. But yeah, those some banging stuff out there. But like I said, Scotty Groove, man, that dude lets go. Him and Derek May. Also the young one on the block is Shantinique Sanderson. And one of my favorite tracks by him is, ooh, the snow is getting kinda heavy out here. But yeah, Shantinique Sanderson, man, that dude is just is smooth. It's smooth. Check out some of his stuff on YouTube and actually on his channel as well. And one of my favorites, now this dude takes you into a whole another world. I mean you could put on psychedelic lights and all that stuff when you're listening to him, because his mixes and some of the things he does just are out of this world. And that is Stacy Pullin. Dude is bad, man. Dude takes you to a whole nother level entirely. I mean, some of the things I've heard him do, they're just out of this world. And he hooked up on one of my tracks, my favorite tracks that I like, which is Forever Mona, with the guy that I've met and actually taken him to a couple of spots when he had to spin when I was younger. And that is Shay Demir. Shay Demir is bad, and I always say thanks to him, because I used to work down at KMS Records back when they were first getting started and whatnot, and I used to see Shay Demir down there all the time. And one time I just asked him, I said, hey man, why don't you hook me up a mixtape? That was back in the day when we did the mixtapes and stuff. And he was like, sure, I'll hook you up. Bro mixed me a 45-minute mix right on the spot. Oh man, dude is bad. I mean, I just stood there awestruck at him. So he was pretty cool with him. And actually I did used to do a little bit of DJing and whatnot. And one of my biggest moments was when Shay Demir had to step away from the DJ booth for a while at, I want to say, I think it was 1515 Broadway. But anyway, he stepped away from the booth for a minute. It was like, hey man, why don't you take over for me and spin for a minute? So I'm like, cool bro, I'll do it. Nervous as heck I was. And remember the track that I dropped was a track by K-Tronics Ensemble. And I put that on, and everybody started dancing and whatnot. I was like, oh man, stuff just got real with that. Because I had done like pool parties and all that kind of stuff before, but that was mostly with that Dirty South music. But yeah, so anyway, I know I'm huffing and puffing here, but I'm good. But yeah, so I mean, those are some of my favorite artists there. Claude Young, I ain't gonna forget about him. Claude Young is smooth. Juan Atkins, Derek May, Carl Craig be working some serious stuff. And also want to give a shout out to Kenny Larkin. Kenny Larkin is bad. Homeboy is bad. He does some unreal stuff. That was one where I heard him, the DJ that did the, I want to say it was the Sade Pearls mix. Dude, bro is bad. Bro is bad. So yeah, those guys are cool. But man, for those of you who got an opportunity to experience the Music Institute, I mean, it wasn't, for me, my reason for going, you know, wasn't just to hang out in clubs, but it was just to hear the music on those loudspeakers. Because I mean, that music is like, dang, that music is was banging, and that was the best place to hear it, was there. And I know there's some other DJs out there as well. You know, I got some other stuff coming up where it's going to be specifically dedicated to the music scene, and I'll put that announcement out here soon. But yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to them, talk about Detroit house music, the DJs there and whatnot while I'm doing this. And shout out to the Wizard. Remember the Wizard used to be spinning on WJLB FM 98. Just kicking a whole bunch of stuff on there. Also we had, I don't know anybody remembers, so they used to have this program on, I think, WDET back there. And I can't remember the name of it, but it was two of them. So like if you missed it, then the next programming segment was like alternative music and stuff, which was sometimes pretty cool catching some artists on there. But they used to have that. Man, what was it called? I can't remember. It was called Fast Forward. I think it was called Fast Forward. That was the program. And then it moved over to WGPR 107.5. And oh man, they had this program on there. And man, for some reason I can't think of the name of this program that used to come on WGPR, where they had these mix sets with some of the best. You hear Kenny Larkin on there, Stacy Pullen, Kevin Sanderson, Derek May, D-Win, Carl Craig, and just a whole lot of different DJs used to be on that program. I'll put it up here when I finish doing this video. I'll have it up there in the description, so something for you to see. But I just losing the train of thought on that right now. I can't remember the name of that for the life of me, but I do remember Fast Forward being one of the programs they used to come on in Detroit. So, but anyway, shout out to all you Detroit DJs that were rocking techno and still continue to do so. Like Eddie Flash and Folks, he was smooth as well. He took stuff to a whole different level as well. Especially when he dropped Time and Express. Time and Express is a banger. Boy, if you don't have that in your catalog in your house, DJ, gotta grab that one right there. But anyway, folks, I'm out. I'm gonna go ahead and head in. Appreciate you listening to this right here. And y'all have a safe day out there. Thank you.